I'm Martine Mango, founder and creator of Seedbox Digital, which is an online, fully integrated, digital-first marketing agency. And today I want to talk a little bit about marketing during quarantine. Now, markets have slowed and there isn't a lot of spending going on, but that doesn't mean that there isn't anything to do. Actually, any marketer will tell you that there's always something to do. So I just want to give you a couple of tips about how to best leverage your marketing and even plan for the future. So let's jump right in. Tip number 1, revisit your marketing plan. More often than not, your communications have been written either a year in advance, 6 months in advance, maybe 3 months in advance, and therefore the messaging, given the situation right now, may not even be on. It may even be tone deaf. Now is a great time to make sure that your messaging is still on brand. Tip number 2, we are all guilty of this, but revisit your customer lists and your email lists. There may be duplicates in there, there could be bounces, there could be emails that are written incorrectly, and you can actually leverage that. And if you have a customer base where you have kind of a relationship, reach out to them, call them up and say, hey, Mr. Saunders or whomever, fill in the blank, and say, hey, I see that you signed up for my email list, but I know you and this keeps on bouncing. Is there a better email address for you? I just want to confirm that you in fact wanted to sign up for this. So it could be a great way to actually re-engage with your constituency. Tip number 3, this is a great time to learn. There are so many online learning tools, it's not even funny. edX is one, that is one offered by MIT, but if you go on YouTube, you will find there's a flurry of things to learn about. In marketing, there's always a new platform to learn. There is some new app, there's some new efficiency, but more often than not, just as fast as some of these new applications and software is coming out, we don't even have the time to catch up and learn and see whether or not these tools are applicable to our organization. So now is a great time, probably more than ever, to revisit, do some self-guided learning, become certified, Google certified, Amazon certified. This is a great time. Tip number 4, revisit your files. And I say that because sometimes we repurpose images and then we can't find them because we named it image 1, image 2, image 15, final 1, final 2, final 15, and we never go back, and we have all these crazy naming conventions. And so go back into your files, make sure things are sized correctly, make sure that things are exactly where they're supposed to be. Tip number 5, revisit your metrics. When you create your marketing plan, you create goals. You set KPIs, and a KPI is a key performance indicator. And at the beginning of the year, or perhaps last year when you created it, markets were a certain kind of way. You can kind of predict things. You may have a conversion rate in there that may not be applicable anymore. So let's create a really nice number just to kind of put things into perspective. If you sent out an email, and the point of that email was for everyone to click and sign up for your program, you send out 100 emails and 50 persons clicked on that and did the thing you wanted to do, then you can assume that your conversion rate is 50%. That might be a little bit high right now. So it's a great time to go and sit with your team, do a little bit of research into your industry, into your markets, get the real feel of the temperature, and then go back and revisit those metrics and see if they're still applicable. Yeah, so those are just 5 tips that I can think of just off the top of my head. But if you have some marketing best practices or things that are working for you, please share them in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, and I will see you again next time.